Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So my name is Lokesh. So it's been quite a while since I recorded my last video. Uh, I had actually joined a new company, got a new exciting role. So in my current role, I'm working as a lead architect. And due to that, I've been a little busy in the day-to-day activities, and there has been some personal things going on as well. So that's why I've been not been able to, record any videos. So nevertheless, I think I'll try to get in the habit of recording videos because I've been getting good feedback on my previous videos. People are sort of liking it. It's helping them as well. So, first of all, if you've not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you subscribe it. So in this particular video, we are going to talk about Unity Catalog. You might have, heard a lot about Unity Catalog, the theoretical part of it, but today we are going to do a little demo on it. So as I said, we will be doing a demo. So this, I'm not going to talk you or walk you through on the definitions of Unity Catalog, what it does and what it does not do. For that, I would recommend you go watch out this video. I will attach the or mention the link of this video in the description box below. So this video is recorded by one of the experts from Databricks, and it's very nicely laid out. Uh, he has tried to explain how things work in the non-Unity catalog world and how things will become simpler when you have Unity catalog introduced or when you start using Unity catalog in your Databricks accounts. So the entire video is there. So I will be borrowing some slides from this video uh, so that we, just try to visualize what problems Unity catalog help us solve. So without Unity Catalog, you will have the concept of various workspaces, and these workspaces might belong to different teams. Like one would be for data engineering team, the other might be for the data scientist team, and so on. But at the end of the day, you will be seeing that they will be reading the data and writing the data. So how they can collaborate is something that we'll be, seeing how easy it becomes with Unity Catalog. So in any workspace, you will have a combination of three or four items. For example, Hive Metastore. You will have group management, access control, and cluster SQL warehouse. This is something new that has come up. In Unity Catalog, you will be taking or the you will not be having a dedicated Hive Metastore, group management, or access control for every workspace. Instead, that would be grouped together in something called Unity Catalog. And this would happen at the account level and at the region level. So you cannot have more than one Unity Catalog in every region. So it would be interesting to know how you can, organize your dev, QA, and production environments. We will soon study about it as well. So that would be part of our journey on how we, identify how that will work out. Uh, but just to, make things more simpler and more, relatable. So we would definitely try to look one feature where in current settings, if you're not using Unity Catalog, if you have to read data from ADLS Gen 2, you would have to create mount points, which means you will have to create, service principals. You have to have those, uh, password same somewhere in the workspace, and then only you can read the data. So we would see how that becomes, a very simple, and we will try to find out how that works. I'll make sure that I have some of the demo already ready, and I'm not doing everything, as part of the demo because otherwise the video could be too long. So I've done some part of it. I've recorded some part of it already, so that we can quickly walk you through on that. So there would be a number of other things that we'll be doing, but first, for this particular session, we would just be limiting our discussion to how easy it becomes for us to read data from ADLS Gen 2 using Unity Catalog. So with that said, let's dive into it. But let me just, before we do that, let us again keep one more picture in mind. So these Hive metastores, these are not actually part of the workspaces. These are actually you can say part of the Databricks managed service. So if you know how the Databricks architecture works, there is a data pane and a control pane. Data pane resides in the user's cloud repository, whereas the control plane or control plane is managed by Databricks. What it means is that for Databricks to provide its services, there is something that they control or they manage, and that is where this Hive Metastore is also saved. Now, instead of having different Hive Metastores in different region or in different places, they have just tried to club it together and they call it as a Unity Catalog metadata or a metastore. So there are quite a new, terminologies being thrown around, but it all becomes useful when you try to do a demo around it. So yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so as I said, we will try to read the data from ADLS using our current options, which is without using Unity Catalog, and see if it works. I think you already would have tried it if you have some hands-on on this. So basically what we have is Azure Data Lake storage, Gen 2 storage. Inside that we have some containers, and maybe let's go to the container where we have stored our file. So I think it would be under, let me just go back. I think I had created a separate container just for this demo. Yeah, I have created this you know, uh, container or a folder. Inside this, you can see that there is a raw zone that would typically be there in your data loads or workloads, where you have Medallion architecture, you have raw, then you have stage, and then you have a gold layer or bronze, silver, or gold layers of data. So here we have this file, which is a simple CSV file, not a long file or a huge file. So in order to read this file through Databricks, we have to first create a service principal and then, give blob storage access to the ADLS Gen 2 uh, container or storage account, and from there on create a mount point. So as you can see, we have done that. So this bit of command does that. And then there are other pieces where what we are doing eventually is we are reading this file and then creating and then first of all then just saving it in the delta format. So once you do that, it will get saved as a managed table, managed delta table. But you can also try to specify the location where you want this data to be saved. So second example, we are saving this in the form of an external table. And if you go to the catalog blade on the left side under Hive Metastore, you will find two tables. One is a managed table, uh, which would be evident when you go into the details. So this is a managed table, and the second one is an external table, which again, if you go to the details, it will say an external table. So we have two types of tables here, and you can see the data here. The data would be the same. Now we will see how this particular process becomes when we use a Unity catalog. Do we have to supply the or use the service principal and create a mount point in order to access that? And how does our metastore will look like? So there are quite a few questions that might need answering. We would be using the same file, so that will help us distinguish in a better way. So let's try to do that.